I was a victim of social inequality when the word nigga was written on my dorm room door in the fall semester of 2015. This incident is a clear act of racial violence and was geared towards my roommate and I because we are both black individuals. The people who wrote this on our door clearly viewed our master status as black, not women, not students, not neighbors, but when they look at us, the first thing they think of is black. I believe that the media and other social sources have embodied that black people are associated with being a nigga. So when people look at black people, they automatically think nigga, and that is embedded in their mind through the media and other sources. Therefore, it is a result in embodied culture capital. I even began to look at myself through the looking glass self. I wonder, was that all people see of me when they look at me? Am I black? I look at myself through others' eyes now, and I began to question, am I just a nigga to other people, or am I just this educated young woman? I handled this situation by informing the residential assistants on duty, who proceeded to inform the assistant community director, who also then proceeded to call the Michigan State Police Department. Now, when the police arrived, they told me that it was not likely that my situation would be handled because it is considered a lesser crime. And there were other things more important to handle other than people writing nigga on a dorm room door. Sociological dynamics that normalize the incident as the one I'm proceeding to explain are Michigan State Police Department in particular. Their lack of interest in actually handling and recognizing the crime because they deemed it as a lesser crime and they had more important things to worry about makes students feel less safe and are less likely to report or challenge inequality because they feel nothing will be done to find the person who did it. And it happens very often at Michigan State University, which is another sociological dynamic that normalizes incidents, keeps information like this under wraps. You will never know how many incidents unless you go out and actually try to find it. I view this situation through a symbolic interactionist view of social inequality because whoever chose to perform this act used a word that we associated meaning to associate me with inferiority by calling me the word, a nigga. But by the negotiation process, I chose to challenge this inequality. Also, this is a clear example of institutional racism because of the system put in place to handle these situations that are rarely handled. So I feel as if within the institution, things like this happen repeatedly, they are normalized, and they are negotiated. To handle the situation, I followed the proper structures. I followed proper protocol in which I contacted the residential assistant, who proceeded to contact the assistant community director, who proceeded to call the Michigan State Police Department, in which later I had a meeting with the community director of my dorm room. I took matters into my own hands by demonstrating agency. I interviewed with the state news to let them know what had happened and how my situation was going and what was being done about it. And in fact, I didn't even get a floor meeting on my dorm room floor until I met with the community director and told him that it would be very appropriate to meet with everyone on my dorm room floor to ask them or even inform them on the situation that had occurred. Also, on campus, I participated in many protests about racial inequality on campus and equality within black students. And we also painted the rock and had many meetings with President Simon. Some things I should have said or things I should have done was continuously check with the Michigan State Police Department and the community director on progress of my situation, and I should have kept fighting for change within the system of handling issues as such. So students who go through this after me will not have to have the same experience as me. It is easier to change the individual than the institution, and I should have never gave up. Thank you.